Hey friends, this is Dolynny TV. Glad to have you aboard this afternoon, this morning, whenever I'm releasing this video. Obviously, you see the tired look on my face. You can probably assume that I'm at work right now when you're seeing this video release. So, as it currently stands, friends, we've just watched the Oilers. Well, if I cue the graphic here, lose 6-3 to the Carolina Hurricanes last night. I'm recording this about 6:30 in the morning prior to heading off to town this morning. So again, things might change and you might actually never see this video. But at current, friends, the Edmonton Oilers need to do something fast. We're in a big hole right now. Obviously, you lose to the Carolina Hurricanes last night when it was another game where you needed to find a way to win, and the Oilers failed to do that, right? I had that little post-game speech there going on about how the Oilers needed to find a way to win. Right now, you've got 11 points on the season. You've played 18 games. You're 5-12 and 5-12 and 1. Sorry, I was going to say 5-12 and 13. That doesn't make much sense. But you've got a total of 11 points out of a possible 36. That's a grand total of a 30.6 points percentage. You essentially have to go something north of 65 point percentage to get into the playoffs. At this point, you're essentially asking this team to double and then some their points percentage over the first 18 games of the season. That in itself looks impossible based on what we've watched this Edmonton Oilers team do over the first 18 games. We're on a 3-game losing streak. You're going into Washington, which, again, right, you know who they've got. You know what we've been doing on this road trip, taking a lot of penalties. You know how that stacks up. You're a minus almost 20 goal differential this season, minus 19 currently. Things are ugly. Friends, before we get really going too far, if you are new to the channel, I'd encourage you to hit that subscribe button as well. But as we set up the basis for the argument, friends, the Oilers need to do something here, right? And at this point, you've lost enough of this season. It doesn't matter if it happens today. Obviously, if it happens today before I release the video, you won't see this. However, it needs to happen after the road trip at bare minimum. You finish in Washington, you get home the next day, that's it, that's all. Things have got to change. Whether it be firing Ken Holland, whether it be cleaning out the rest of the coaching staff, whether it be trading for a goalie, trading for a defenseman, trading somebody up front, I don't care what it is for this Edmonton Oilers team, something needs to change because you're not going to win with this combination of players, coaches, management that you've got right now. So you need to find a way to change things up somewhere, somehow, some way. And well, that's the problem though, is you're looking at the same guy who already butchered the first attempt to change things up, right? Everybody was 50-50 on whether Jay Woodcroft was the problem or not, but everybody was pretty solidified that Jay Woodcroft was the simplest answer, right? You cut your head coach loose. Well, now you've got a new voice and maybe things change. Things have not changed. In fact, what Chris Knobloch has done is doubled back on every promise he made the day he became Edmonton Oilers head coach. He talked a big tough game about this, that, and the other thing, right? No McDavid and Draisaitl together, keeping Fogle and McLeod together, doing certain things to alleviate ice time. Well, now we're playing 11-7 again. It just does not compute to anything that the coaches can do. And obviously, right, is, hey, you know what? Proven wrong, right? The coaching staff is not the problem. Well, head coach is not the problem. Okay, moving on. What's the next problem? And now really I think what everybody's frustrated with is that Ken Holland's here still making decisions, although he is absolutely not making decisions. It is all Jeff Jackson at this point. I would assume we've seen enough from Oilers insiders to indicate that. However, end of the day is Jeff Jackson. If it was a Jeff Jackson move to fire Jay Woodcroft, can we really trust him to fix the problem on second attempt? I don't know. That's a big question here for the Edmonton Oilers. And a bigger question now is what happens when it comes down to obviously more crunch time in the schedule, right? Is there's still time to kind of save the season, I guess you could say. Right, obviously a 7 game win streak from here would change everything again. We were talking about an 8 game win streak a couple of weeks back when we were on the 3 gamer. But no, you know what? Now you're getting into more and more unrealistic territory. So something needs to change if the Oilers want to have any hope. But hope is far and few between in oil country right now, friends. So again, just an early morning message. Something needs to change now, or it's all done. And I mean, it's pretty much all done. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Thanks for being aboard. I am up on out of here.